fuck my ass.
Hey everybody, today I'm going to be installing this push button LED ignition switch from DK Customs. Ooh, let's get it going. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is remove your handy dandy fuse here. Make sure you pull this thing out, and what that'll do is kill the power to your bike so you're not going to electrocute yourself or mess up the electrical system, because that's the last thing you want to have to deal with. So that's step one. Pull this guy out. Alright, now comes the scary part. This is the first time I've ever done electrical work on the bike, and I'm going to cut this ignition switch off. Here's where that stupid key got stuck and broke off. Super annoying, super frustrating. But it is what it is, as they say. Alright, I guess I should do it one at a time, huh? One, two, three. Oh no, what did I do? What did I do? Look at that. That's me trying to fix it. Maybe I should stop trying to fix things, because that is what happens. Whoops. Alright, well, let's hope this repair job works out, because if not, then this bike is absolutely screwed. Okay, so this is the ignition housing. As you can see, this is where I took this off of the bike from here. And I pulled out the ignition switch, and what I'm going to do is install this push button LED thing here. So it's going to slide into there, and apparently it doesn't quite fit. So it looks like I'm going to have to figure out a way to make a little bit of clearance here. It recommends that I use a file or a drill bit to get this done. So I'm going to file this out really quick, I think, and see what happens next. Oh, just a quick note. This little nut here was attached to this when I pulled it out of the packaging. So you got to remove that nut first, and then this is going to screw from the back part of the actual ignition switch housing. Well, it wouldn't be Right Thing Motos if we didn't use the incorrect tool for the job. So what I'm going to do is use this little file that came with like my little DAP kit to file down some of these edges to see if we can fit that little piece inside. Let's try it out. This is awful. Always be prepared, folks. And if you're not prepared, well, this kind of thing happens, huh? How hard could it be, he said. Let's try this one. I brought this extra guy too. Maybe this will be easier. Let's see. Oh, this one seems to have a little bit more teeth. Do a little more on this side. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at that. I got it in there. All with a beautiful nail file. Alright. Now that I did that, I'm going to take this piece here. I'm going to screw it in. Slide it over these wires. Yeah. Bom, bom, bom. Well, this doesn't fit very well. What do you do with fat fingers, folks? Other than please your ladies. Alright, so we are going to take our red wire from the new ignition switch, and we are going to use the posi lock connector, so that's this guy, to connect the red wire from the ignition switch to the red wire from the bike. So let's make that happen. So first we're going to screw this in here. Am I doing this right? I have no idea. I have no clue what's going on. I'm just hoping that it works. It feels like super secure, which is awesome. Like right now I'm not that worried about this thing breaking loose, that's for sure. So for those of you looking at this and judging me like this guy doesn't know what he's doing, again, you are absolutely right. I have no freaking clue what I'm doing. That being said, I'm taking the posi lock connector from here, sliding it on to there. Look at that. And then we're going to screw this together. Hope that it works. Pray that the gods aren't crazy. Let's see what happens. Alright, that's done. That was scary, but I did it. Alright. So the next step says take the supplied posi tap connector. This is a bigger guy. Gotta tap that. Okay. So we're looking for the red wire with the gray stripe, which is that guy. You know what I should have done? I should have stripped these all first. So if you're doing this at home, strip all these wires first before you attempt to do this, because it makes sense. And then using the large end, that's this guy, the large end. There's a little notch there. I am going to... Alright. So, fat posi lock guy. I'm going to do this guy first just because it's easier. That is going to go and get connected to... Black with red. And then that's going to connect to the red wire with the gray stripe. Alrighty. So red wire with gray stripe. We'll connect into here, like so. Now, the white part, the white wire, it's easier if you connect everything to the bike first and then just screw everything on at the end. So, red wire with the black stripe goes through here. Gonna get connected to my posi lock. We are positively locked, ladies and gentlemen. Another question I have for the experts, I probably should have asked this way before now, is should I use Loctite on this stuff, or am I good? Look at that, guys. All the connectors here. So, just to review, 2 of the smaller posi locks on the red wire and the red wire with the black stripe, the large posi tap connected to the large posi tap connected to the red wire with the black stripe, and then the smaller end is connected to the red wire with the gray stripe. And now I'm going to connect the actual ignition switch to these connectors. White wire is going to be connected to the black wire with the red wire with the black stripe. Bum, bum, bum. Pretty tight. And then the red wire going to be connected to the other red wire. So when you're done, it should look like this. Whoa. Look at that. Look at this beautiful concoction that there's no way I'm going to be able to hide. Awesome. And then last but not least, I have my black grounding wire, which I will ground to the bike. Like so. This is annoying. Alright, let's see if it works before I route everything and make it look pretty. Moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, so my turn signal's turned on. Bum bum. Let's see. Goodness gracious, holy Moses, it worked. I can't believe it actually worked. Awesome. Now the job is to make it look pretty. I have no freaking clue how I'm going to do that. Okay, so now that I know it actually works, I'm going to reconnect my switch to the bike, and then I'm going to figure out a way to clean up the wires. Yay! I'm also going to take this fuse out, just in case I touch something weird. Alright, so the camera's kind of in the way, but I'm going to fix this thing up, and then I'm going to look at the best way to hide these cables and wires and stuff, because this is just an ugly, ugly predicament that I'm in right now. Alright, so alright, so we're back to work, and what I've been doing is trying to clean up the wires a little bit. So I tighten this guy up so it's on there nice and strong, nice and tight. And then I move some of the wires that were here and just kind of like move this piece there just to make sure it's like out of the way and it's able to fit inside of this little like battery compartment. And when I close the side panel, it'll be covered up for the most part. And then the only thing you'll be able to see are these wires right here. So I'm going to tape these with some electric tape just to hide them a little bit. And then I'm going to reroute this guy through here, and I'm going to ground it right there. So that's essentially what I'm going to do. I don't know if you want to see me taping all the things. I don't know if it's absolutely necessary. But once I'm all done, kind of like hiding all these wires, I'll show you the finished product, which I hope you will enjoy and think is awesome. All right. Good. Certainly does work. Alright everybody, so that was the installation of the custom DK push button LED ignition switch. The installation was fairly simple. All you got to do is follow the instructions. I am not an electrical guy. I am not the most savvy guy when it comes to working on my bike, as I'm sure you've noticed from some of my other videos. But I think it turned out pretty good. I'm looking at some of these wires here. Maybe I'll wrap another piece of tape around that. But all in all, I think I did a pretty good job. Check it out. It still works. Sweet. I think it looks cool, and I'm pretty happy with it. And now I could ride my motorcycle again, which is super awesome. Anyway, this is Right Thing Motos, and this was my how-to video on the push-button LED ignition switch by DK Custom Products. Thanks for watching.